I went to school in southern Appalachia and graduated from one of the most haunted colleges in the US. My name is Kat, and I talk about history, folklore, and spirituality. Sometimes that means the spooky stuff. A couple of people have asked for a video about this particular story, but since it deals with some sensitive topics, I'm going to put a pretty heavy trigger warning here, so just be warned. Also, the plan is to split this video into a couple of different parts to discuss different aspects of the history. I graduated from Hollins University. It's a small liberal arts women's college in Southwest Virginia. The school is almost 200 years old, and the land itself is much older. In the heart of the campus is the grassy front quad surrounded on all sides by historical buildings. One of these structures is Main Building that was first constructed right after the end of the Civil War, and inside the parlor is very reminiscent of that Southern Gothic aesthetic. This parlor is called the Green Drawing Room, and it's well known to students and alumni because of these two ornate floor-to-ceiling mirrors that stand at opposite sides of the room. If you were to stand in the center of the room in between these two mirrors, you would find that they're not quite parallel to one another. That infinite reflection effect is not quite there. Now, according to local legend, one of the mirrors was adjusted on purpose to be slightly crooked to prevent the ghost of a young woman from showing up in the mirror's infinite reflections. There's a saying that every legend has a kernel of truth in it. While the ghost and the infinite mirror thing aren't true, this story originates from true events and is reflective not of the supernatural exactly, but of the community's efforts to collectively process a shared trauma. At this point, you might be thinking, what is she talking about? Hollins has a long-standing history with ghosts and the supernatural. It's part of the campus culture at this point. So to me, it really seems like the creation of this spooky story, this campus legend, in light of the school's long-standing history of ghost stories and supernatural tales, was a way for the young students to try to process or understand a kind of tragedy that people already have a difficult time understanding. The reason I'm explaining this backstory is to try to help you understand that the formation of this ghost in the mirror legend was not at all trying to sensationalize a tragic story. It wasn't trying to dramatize the events or make light of something really serious that happened. Rather, I'm trying to show how people in a community sometimes use narrative storytelling and folklore to kind of collectively process trauma, and how that story can change as the narrative is passed along from person to person to person. So I hope you'll stick around for my next video on Sarah and the Green Drawing Room.